So you may be thinking about moving to San Diego County, and I would guess you're wondering if living in San Diego is all that it's cracked up to be. I'm Courtney, I'm a realtor here in San Diego County, and I also happen to be a San Diego County local. In this video, I'm going to be brutally honest with the pros and cons of living in San Diego County, so let's get started. Before we get into it, I wanted to let you in on a little secret that you may not know. Our area is more than just the official city of San Diego, but rather the entire county as a whole. Okay, so for us locals, we basically break up San Diego County into two different parts of the county. There's North County, and then there's everything else. Okay, so maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but there are other places like East County and South Bay, but I wanted to take a moment to give you a little heads up on North County. So it's basically an unofficial but super common way to describe the area of San Diego County north of the 56 freeway, and even more so if you're a local, the cities along the 78 freeway corridor. These cities include Carlsbad, Oceanside, Vista, San Marcos, Escondido, and more. And I really feel like North County has an extra laid-back subculture of its own. Overall, you will find that the San Diego County feels more like an eclectic group of small towns more than a big city like LA or Chicago. Each neighborhood offers a unique vibe and a lifestyle that can make living here a lot of fun. Okay, so now that we've covered off on that, we're going to jump into the pros of living in San Diego County. So there are plenty of events to enjoy when living here. When you start living in San Diego, you'll discover that there seems to be something happening every weekend. There are plenty of live bands, sporting events, operas, horse races, golf courses, the fair, and plenty of amazing restaurants and beer gardens to enjoy. There are tons of fun road trips to experience from San Diego as well. Legoland is located in North County in Carlsbad and is only about 30 minutes from most parts of San Diego. Disneyland is only about 90 minutes away, and you can visit Catalina Island after a 2-hour drive and about a 60-minute ferry trip. Big Bear is a stunning lake that's about 2.5 hours away, and you can always take the 4-hour road trip over to Las Vegas during the weekend. Phoenix is a little further out at 5.5 hours away, while Yosemite is within reach at less than 8 hours of driving time. The proximity to fun is definitely something that we take advantage of. There's more than one type of beach to enjoy. In San Diego, there's over 70 miles of coastline, so that means that we don't just go to the beach. We get to have a choice of the exact beach that we want. Growing up, my favorite beach was Ponto and Moonlight because the waves were easy and the beach was quick to get to. Now most summers you can find me at warm water. There are beaches for dogs, beaches with piers, ones that offer tide pools for exploring, and places where the tide breaks perfectly so you can go surfing every day. If it's your thing, there's even an official spot for nude bathing at Black's Beach. So I've never been there, but there are beaches for parties and locations that are deemed better suited for families. And the good news is that most of San Diego County is within about 30 minutes of a beach. The craft beer in San Diego is off the charts. There are over 100 craft beer companies in our area. We host the International Beer Competition, Beer Week, and so much more. Several of the breweries call San Diego home and consistently are rated the best in the world. The food options in San Diego are also some of the best in the state. And if you thought the city's proximity to Mexico would translate to great Mexican food, then you'd be correct. In my opinion, our Mexican food is the best in the world. Yes, even better than in Mexico. You can find options available at almost every corner, with quite a few locations open 24/7 for convenience. We don't wait for Taco Tuesday, it's more like taco every day for those of us who live here. So it should be no surprise that we have tons of pros to living in San Diego County, but let's check out the cons. Traffic in San Diego isn't fantastic, but it's manageable. Obviously, the traffic in LA is arguably the worst in the country, so I'll start by saying it's better than that. San Diego isn't perfect by any means, but as long as you time things right, you'll be able to find that the freeways are fairly easy to navigate and the traffic is fairly predictable most days. Just be prepared to add extra drive time if you're planning on driving through Del Mar through the summer. That's when the fair's here, and you'll find yourself at a crawl most days through that area. Okay, so the next one is that living in San Diego is not the most affordable option out there. It should be no surprise that our proximity to the beach and our great weather have created a demand that has led to higher home prices. Keep in mind that there still are really affordable areas out there, but honestly, in some areas, if you even manage to find an outdated property, you could expect to pay at least $500,000 to have the privilege of owning it. It's important to remember though that San Diego is still cheaper than places like San Francisco or Los Angeles. Okay, the next one is you'll need to have a car. Although you can technically get around with the public transportation system, San Diego County is big, and most of us find that owning a car is necessary. One exception is if you live downtown, the coaster can take you to various spots. Okay, next, we have May gray and June gloom. It's kind of funny that many of us seem to forget about this con until it happens each year. Despite having pretty amazing weather for most of the year, we tend to have colder, overcast weather in May and June, which can honestly get a little depressing. We call it May gray and June gloom. So the weather picks up in July and stays nice for a while, even through September and October, which in our area is known as the local summer, once the influx of tourists have gone home. Well, there you have it. Now you know some of the pros and the cons living in San Diego. I think that there's way more to love, and I hope you can see why so many of us love living here. I am so glad that you watched all the way to this point in the video because I'm happy to help raise your real estate IQ. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I wanted to take a moment to invite you to check out the description below for helpful resources and to download a guide that can include things like tips and checklists to make planning for your move even easier. It's honestly never too early to get started. If you like this video, please be sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so that you can get notified when we share new real estate videos each Thursday. You'll also want to check out the thumbnails that are about to pop up on the screen for other videos that we've custom made for you on this channel. And as always, this info is for people everywhere, but if you're looking to make a move to the San Diego area, I'd be happy to be a resource. You'll find my contact info in the description below. So have a great day, and I hope that you love where you live. See you guys in the next video.